Yeah, welcome to this broadcast. Yeah, I hope it starts all right. It's always a little bit irritating because of this about 10-second delay, but I hope it works. And I also have turned on the audio right from the beginning, which I didn't do last week for some reason. But okay, let's have a look what we do here. I'm going to play a couple of blitz games. There is not so much in terms of super strong games going on. I had a look. I'm always hoping for the likes of Nakamura to show up, but it's not happening. Yeah, hello to all of you in the chat. I see your comments there, but due to this delay, it's always a little bit of a difference when it takes a little bit of seconds for me to see what you write and then respond. I'm going to play now, playing a couple of 5-minute games. Let's see what happens. Oh, Prince Panic. I got the white pieces. This is International Master Willy Hendricks from the Netherlands. Yeah, I've played him a couple of times, mostly with the black pieces here on the ICC. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Hendricks is a very he's a known player nowadays because of his book. He wrote a book which is very popular. Move First, Think Later is the title of the book. Very interesting book, questioning some concepts in chess. Yeah, training and how to improve in chess. Very interesting book. Okay, we have a Pirtz defense by transposition, and I must admit that I don't know it really well. Yeah, knight to b4. Yeah, I'm going with a3 here. I wonder if he can play c4, but he didn't. That's good. Queen b6. Yeah, I want the king out of this sensitive diagonal. Okay, do you ever stream in German? Not yet. Yeah, we didn't plan this for the ICC. Maybe I'll do a live stream in German on my own Twitch channel at some point. I have not really thought about it, but why not? It's an interesting idea. Okay, he might play c4, which looks a bit problematic. I don't want him to open up the position so much. Bishop e3, blunders b2. Maybe I can do this and on c4 play bishop e3, queen moves, and then d4. Okay, he prevented that, but I can do bishop e3 now. Again, c4, d4. Knight moves maybe, knight d7. Yeah, maybe. No, he's not doing that. Yeah, well, his queen does not have many squares, but I cannot really trap it. Okay, I'm going to trade the queen. The queen is a little bit annoying. Yeah, this was the Austrian attack against the Pirtz. Very principled choice. When is this Nimzo-Bogo book coming out again? Yeah, early 2015. It's not just a matter of what I do with it, but also a matter of the publisher. And I'm very close to being completed. And after that, they have to do some things. What is that weird looks black egg behind you? This is a sound speaker, yes. It looks weird, I know. It's called the Zeppelin Air. It's kind of a stylish speaker system, but also gives good sound. Okay, he's playing on the queen side. I'm trying to block this. If he takes, knight takes, I don't know that this is helping him so much. The a pawn will be weak. He might take and play rook b4, but then I have bishop d2 and so on. Yeah, there's a question about my rating gains in this year. Yeah, thanks. I'm very satisfied with gaining about almost 50 points this year, which I didn't expect. It happened right after I mean, this year's the year when I quit my regular day job and now only do chess, mostly teaching, doing videos and things like that. But I think doing so much chess helped somewhat. And yeah, I might be able to score a Grandmaster norm someday, but I feel it is not easy at all. Definitely not. Okay, the knight hangs on a4, and I better cover it. Rook a1. Yeah, b3 he's going to play rook b8, which really does not look good. Rook a1, knight d7. Huh? And he has c4. c4 looks like a problem. But it's also a self-pin in a way. Yeah, bishop d2, he might just take it, but I don't know. Okay, I'm going to play this move. He has some interesting options now. Yeah, this I didn't fear so much, but it's maybe still good. So can I trade rook c3 maybe? Trade one rook. Yeah, I don't like my position very much. It's not very harmonious. Takes, bishop takes is certainly helping me. What do you think of blindfold chess and can you play it? Yes, I think every somewhat more experienced player can play a little bit of blindfold, but I never tried it in a competitive sense. Of course, what I can do is just discuss chess without looking at the board, which I guess many people can do. Okay, so, but I never really played many games there, or even played simultaneously a couple of games. I think it is possible. No, I didn't see the Morozevich-Lisi game. I didn't. I probably should look it up. I mean, those BOGO games are always interesting for my project. Okay, I'm trying to trade this rook, but he can just retreat it, of course. My idea is to just play b3 and then let this... I mean, okay, b3 is not helping me much. Yeah, b2 is hanging. I can play b3 maybe. Yeah, maybe really just b3. It's not really a big deal. I don't know about... Maybe you can take knight f6. It still feels a little bit shaky, my position. But maybe bishop c3 is coming. Bishop c3 takes, knight takes, then a5 hangs. Possible. There's a question if I play Atomic, this chess variant. I never played it. I mean, maybe once or twice, but I never put any effort into it. Okay, I have to cover e4, I guess. The rook is probably moving again. Okay, let's keep e4. In which city do I live? It's Duisburg. Duisburg, Germany. Yeah, g4, gaining space, trying to get rid of the f5 pawn. Okay, push with g5 for more space. And maybe I get something against a5, which hangs now. I wonder if bishop c3 is a move or not. I'm playing it. I mean, I'm down on time. I have a big problem. I cannot really take a5 ever, as b3 hangs, but maybe I can actually regroup the knight to c4, e3, c4. This is an idea. And also pressurizing f5. This is quite nice. f5 is now in the air. Now I can take the pawn. Okay, let's push f5. This is almost made, knight c4, almost. d6. I have this check here. Oh, c4, rook f3, checkmate. It's still checkmate. Oops, he didn't see it. What happened? I won on time. Ooh, this was close. This was close. This was close. Ooh. Okay, so let's start a new game. Oh, Gore. Yeah, I lost against this guy last week. He played a really great game. I remember that. Bishop takes d4, double exclamation mark. Okay. Do I think Grandmaster Jobava is the new Tal? I don't like those comparisons, but he is a really creative, strong player. I like watching Jobava's games a lot. This guy is not playing, so might as well answer the questions. I have a question about chess improvement, about 1800 on ChessCube, rated about 2050. Did I have a specific training schedule? No, I didn't really have one. What I did is I studied lots of master games, which was, I think, a big part of my chess improvement. Okay, so I got the BOGO with knight d2. What are my plans for tournaments next year? I have some ideas. I plan to play the Reykjavik Open, but not sure if it's working out. And one guy is asking, I used your affiliate link to renew my subscription for ICC. Yes, that nets me a little bit of something. Thanks for using the affiliate link. Yeah, okay, so this is an interesting... Oh wait, let me think about it for a moment before I'm playing this too quickly. Knight d2. Yeah, he will play f3 anyway. I'm just thinking about how to do it. I can take now on d2 or I have knight g5. Knight g5 is a little bit... I'm going to take, come on. And now just e5 probably, putting a foot in the center. Wow, there are many questions. Thanks for all those questions, but I have a hard time addressing them all quickly. There's a question, do I still play Skyrim? I occasionally do. Not very often, but I sometimes do. Just for fun, running around a little bit. And yeah, I still enjoy this game very much. Why don't you play another service where there is increment? Yeah, there is also increment on ICC. It's not like that. It's only those pool systems where ICC does not offer an increment. Unfortunately, I've suggested it many times, but it is nothing that they feel, yeah, they don't want to introduce that. What is happening in this game? This guy, bishop g4, what is happening here? while chatting away, he's playing some very direct moves. Bishop to e6, this looks very difficult. Should I play knight f8 here? I guess I should. It's not looking good though. Kind of passive. Kind of passive. Why am I not playing on the chess-based server? Yeah, why am I not playing on the chess-based server? I don't like it very much, to be perfectly honest. There is more than one reason why. I don't think they have very useful rules there in some ways. There you can even lose with when you play against a blank bishop on time and those kind of stupid things. And I really hate that. To be honest, it's stupid rules. And there are also some admins that I personally believe they are misusing their powers, and they treat people in a less than appropriate manner. Okay, so he's got strong bishop pair, and I hope I can survive this. It's not looking very comfortable, especially considering that my b7 bishop is not really good. But I don't see how he improves it at the moment. Yeah, this is interesting, yeah? Just closing down the bishop. Tja. Okay, I'm going to shut down the queen side, but I really don't see how I get this bishop back into play. Do you think Arnold will be able to qualify for a second World Championship match? Yeah, or not really the second match, but you mean yet another match against Carlsen. It does not seem likely, but it also didn't seem very likely that he will get the match that he just had played. So you never know. Arnold is simply exceptionally strong. Yeah, you never know what those people might accomplish. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. Bishop c8 is not possible, and I don't see how I prepare it. That's really a rotten position. h5? I mean, he will go to f5. Probably. I don't really know what to do here. It really looks like a bad position. Yeah, I try to go here, but it's not really a plan, I admit that. Yeah. Just going back now, and I don't see what to do here. If I move the knight, he will play bishop e6. It's really awful, this position. Maybe I should just play quicker. I mean, I really cannot do anything. Bishop g4 was very strong, this move. I cannot move the knight, I cannot move the bishop. Yeah, great. Amazing. Will Nakamura be able to beat Carlsen for the Blitz World Championship title? Maybe. But I think Carlsen is the better Blitz player, and better player, of course, overall. And what exactly is my move now? Great. What a bad position. Amazing. Yeah, he also does not know really how to proceed, but I mean, I'm at 25 seconds. I pressed the draw button just to check if this is some sort of perpetual, but probably not. Yep, this is a repetition. I'm lucky there. I pressed draw a couple of times and it was a repetition. And it's still very bad, this position. But I don't see how he wins, actually. Okay, let's have a look at some questions. Is there any other tournament that you will cover soon? Maybe I do something on the Qatar Open, like a look back at the games. Do you play other card games than poker? No, I play a little bit of poker, but not more. And a question, you are basically a self-taught player. How beneficial do you think coaching is in order to reach the higher rating levels? Yes, I am a completely self-taught player. I never had a coach. But okay, nowadays I'm a chess coach myself. And what I really do believe is that it is helpful to have a coach, especially in order to save lots of time. What I did in my self-teaching process, learning chess on my own, I did many things that I believe cost lots of time and maybe didn't lead to that much. And I think a coach can help very much to address or help you find to do the right things on your own. And of course you get the good feedback from a strong player, from a strong coach to improve your game. So it is helpful, but for lots of your improvement, you can also do it on your own. You have to be honest about that, even as a coach. It's not like you necessarily need to have a coach to improve in chess. That's not true. It is helpful, but it's not something that is totally mandatory. Okay, so this is a weird position again. I played something out of the ordinary. I just wanted something else, and it's a weird kind of position that looks a little bit like a Sicilian, but probably I can play g4 here, right? The strong player, by the way, Brel, and I am from France. London Chess Classics. Yeah, I might do something about this, but this is a rapid tournament, so not sure if there is something that much worth covering. Yeah, it's I don't cover rapid chess normally. Okay, bishop b5. I don't know. I really have blundered e5 here. But okay, let's get this check in first. I want to study GM games. Do you think it's better to read books on them or study yourself in a database? It is definitely a good idea to analyze yourself, and this is with a database or with other tools. But using a good book can be an excellent guideline. Just start from there, but not only use a book or some other source. There might also be a video or something else, but it's a good and important thing to really invest time on your own and think for yourself. Just watching a video or looking passively at an analysis won't help you so much. You should think yourself and try to get your own idea what happened. Also, ideally without an engine. I know it's difficult nowadays. I mean, you sort of feel you should just switch on the comp and let it tell you what is happening. But doing some stuff completely on your own is immensely helpful. Okay, I'm just a pawn down here. And one issue is that the knight on h4 is really bad. And I really don't know how to get it into play. It's a really bad piece here. Not good. Yeah, I put the knight here on d5, but it's not leading too much, really not. Will you play the Black Madima Gambit again? I played it to beat my personal nemesis Oligarchs recently. I really think the Black Madima Gambit is not a good opening. But I really wanted to do something. This e6, I just go back here. That's better. e3 is a ridiculous square. Do you have any suggestion for tournaments in Germany for someone who hasn't played competitive chess in about 10 years? I'm not sure if there's any specific suggestion for this kind of scenario. I really liked the Bad Wiessee tournament, the Open Bavarian Championships that I played recently. It's really a great tournament. But this just happened, so it's nothing that you can play like next month or so. It will only be next year. Oh, what a bad position here. Maybe get rid of this. I mean, I'm playing without the h4 knight. This is really the worst part. I played chess for about 25 years. What do you think of the toilet gate scandal? Yeah, I think that I mean, the way the Topalov team behaved in Elista, he can really be thankful that he didn't get any serious problems afterwards, like a ban or something. I personally would have banned him for quite some time from competitive chess, but just my personal opinion, I guess. The whole idea of accusing Kramnik of cheating is so ridiculous that I don't really have words for that. Okay, this game is really bad. This is a really bad position. Can I somehow... I need to get this piece into play, but against... he probably will just retreat the bishop. No. So he lets me get into the game with my knight. The bishop on g3 is a problem still, and I'm a pawn down. Yeah, maybe put some pressure on d6. Rook d3, b3. This is pure swindling mode. I really have a bad position here. Okay, queen f2. Yeah, trading queens cannot help me very much. Maybe here. Counter-attacking on b7, but it's not really dangerous. He can just cover it. c4 is still hanging. Just bad. Maybe he takes on g2 and I can get in knight d4, but that's really just a faint hope. I mean, here, no, not this rook. I want to play rook d1 actually. Yeah, well, this is just a really bad game. And I have 20 seconds. Okay, come on, I'm going to resign that. This was bad. Okay, let's go for a new game. I got a request for the Danish Gambit. No. I play the King's Gambit though. There are too many questions, guys. I cannot answer all of that. It's really tricky. I have to play a game. And some games at least. Okay, the King's Gambit. Let me play this game and then I'll see if I can answer some more questions. This guy, he combined h6 and d5. This is Kirlian, very strong IM from Italy. Carlo D'Amore, a very frequent opponent. Now he plays g5. Okay, let me try to blast open the center here. I need some activity, and with this g5 business, he has weakened his position quite a lot. So let's see what I can do here. Knight d5. If I get to take with the knight, it will be very nice. Yeah, this is possible, but this is the kind of thing that I don't mind that much if I play the King's Gambit in the first place. So d5, d5 blocks. d5 blocks the bishop. But I have bishop a4 afterwards. Yeah, I still play that. Let's see. Someone's playing a London Classic is not a rapid tournament. I think there is. Maybe they switched back, but they had a rapid tournament last year and I think the year before that. You're a very tactical player. Is there any reason you never got into e4 openings? I don't think I'm a tactical player at all. I normally play a rather strategic brand of chess. So I mean, I never really looked at e4 in that much detail. I played it for a while, but not nowadays. Okay, so I just play queen d3 here. Maybe I have something stronger, but not sure. He has a really weak king, so I mean, whatever he's doing, his king will never be safe. So I don't mind to play a simple move now. Let's see what he's doing. I guess simply taking on b3. I mean, there is d6, but maybe d6 is strong actually. d6, but he can maybe castle then. Yeah, or that move, introducing a possible check. But isn't this, I mean, okay, if I play king h1, he might play knight g4 for counter-attack. Wow, and there are double checks. There are double checks, like knight f3, knight e2. King h1, knight g4. Wow. I'm a little bit stunned here. This is I can't play knight a4 maybe, and just allow the double checks. But there's a ton of stuff like knight e2 check and knight g4. I really don't understand anything here. This is crazy. Or d6. d6. I don't know. I have no idea. This is totally crazy. I'm down on 1 minute 31. Yeah, knight a4. There was knight f3 double check and knight g4 coming. I don't know what's going on here. Not at all. Knight f3 double check, king h1, knight g4. This kind of stuff is deeply irritating me. At least this is not possible now. But there's this, and maybe he can take e1. I can take e1, which I didn't see at all. Knight f3, king h1, knight takes e1. Yeah, he can just do that, right? But okay. I have this check here. first, so that I can take e7 with check. That's important. Let's see. Maybe this is still a totally crazy position. So nothing much is clear here. Takes on e7, I guess. Ah, he's just going away. Okay, queen here. And the knight is trapped at the moment. And knight g4 I have covered. Wow. Wow, this is crazy. That you get for playing the King's Gambit, yeah. Maybe this isn't bad. Maybe this isn't bad. I really don't understand it. I'm not looking at your suggestions. No, it's very tough to play this kind of chaotic game and looking at the chat. It really is difficult. Yeah, the chat is more for like games where I can shuffle pieces the whole time in this crazy stuff here. I don't understand anything. What is he playing now? I don't really know. Queen e6 maybe, trying to trade queens. That's maybe not a bad move. But he does not seem to play it. Queen e6 looks quite good. If I trade, I don't see a follow-up. I don't see a follow-up if he plays queen e6. And I don't really have a move for the queen. Queen f1, but then you will take the pawn. Wow. For what exactly? For knight g4? Crazy. Crazy stuff. Knight g4. Takes knight g4. Check. Yeah, I mean, it's a draw, but I really didn't see anything else. Maybe he can also win. I'm not suggesting he can't, but I allow a draw here. Knight h3 double check for a draw. Or can I somehow play for a win? I don't think I can. I don't think he can as well, to be honest. Yeah, I cannot sack the queen or whatever. So it ends in a draw. Probably a fair result. Okay, a draw. What a crazy game. That was crazy. Phew. Wow. This was like totally crazy. What happened here? Let me just have a look. I mean, probably this was a game with a ton of mistakes, but here this is really a crazy position. What happens here, and how do I switch on the computer analysis here? Without the comp, I'm hopeless here. I actually don't know, because this is in blitz in. How do I do that actually? Yeah, what a crazy position. What a crazy position. Phew, I have no idea what's going on here. Okay, come on, let's play a new game. Let's play a new game. So let's see at the chat a little bit. I'm sorry. A Dutch defense after 1d4. I can try. Ah, there is the analysis pane. I see. Okay. I think I will do an analysis then later. Okay, e5. I got a request for the Truxler. Yeah. I try. But okay, if I cannot play the Truxler, at least let me play the Schliemann Gambit. Opinions on the King's Indian attack. Not a bad opening. The King's Indian attack I played quite a lot when I was younger. It's a pretty decent opening, especially if you want to have something that is not that much theory to learn. Yeah, this guy here, 2K, I don't know. He plays one of the main lines here of the Schliemann. One of the lines that are not super promising for white, but also annoying for black, as you can never win. This is a well-known gambit here. Black has given up a pawn. For the pawn, he gets a good fluent development and the bishop pair. And very often, black gets good play on the light squares. This is the color complex that he has the bishop from. So nothing that scares black very much, but also, as mentioned, nothing particularly attractive. It's very difficult to win, ever, with black. Okay, at some point I might take on e5 and play queen g6 for light squared counterplay. Let's see, yeah, now I can take and play queen g6. Yeah, I'm going to do that. As mentioned, it's nothing that is very great, but the Schliemann is not a bad opening, but there are some lines like that where you really don't have many opportunities to play for a win. Bishop d3 at least is a serious threat now, giving white some problems actually. Okay, so he is going away there. If I move the bishop, I'm going to get checkmated. Not good. So king h8 looks slightly ridiculous. Okay. I can play... I can play king g8 back actually. It's not that bad, to be honest. Intending to move the bishop to d3. He can play queen g3. Yeah, unfortunately this is not very exciting at all. I can go bishop d3. Threatening rook f1 mate. The endgames are no problem, really. It's opposite colored bishops. And I mean, no problem to draw at the end, but nothing special. He played rook f3, okay. There's some way now to get complications. Yeah, I can actually take, and if he takes with the pawn, I can try to play this with queens on the board. Interesting idea. Maybe try that. Queen h5 for rook f8. Something I can try. How about another 960 this week? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, again, a possible queen trade. Yeah, well, trading queens is not really very exciting, but probably right. Not much I can do. I really don't have much else. Taking the f file now. Maybe I have some ideas to get the pawn back now. h3, rook f3, even giving me some activity. I have to be cautious that not e6, e7 is happening at some point with the pawn all of a sudden promoting. Ah yeah, okay, he prevented this. Maybe still rook here, activating against the bishop. No, bishop does not have many great squares, and I can maybe get the bishop back to a better diagonal. What do I think of this line against the Schliemann? 4d3, fe4, de4, knight f6, queen d3. Yeah, that's an interesting line. It is interesting. I have forgotten really what to play against that. Queen d3 is a good idea though. I think my idea to play against it was bishop b4 check, trying to provoke c3, which is quite helpful. But I'm not totally sure. It's been a while since I looked at this opening in I mean seriously looked at it. Yeah, okay, so I have this position with the pawn down, but I have really good play on the light square, so I don't think there's a big problem here or anything. Oh, the king. Maybe the king is... he's trying to trap my rook here. This I should avoid, definitely. d5 now, maybe in the mix. Okay, going to check here. I can trade. Yeah, come on. It's not great, I know, but at least this is very drawish. Let's see, is there any way forward? I mean, I can try to enter with my bishop all the way to here, all the way here on the light squares. He can play d5. Okay, I will still try that. Maybe I mean, I'm active. This is oh, he's allowing that. I mean, okay, maybe he couldn't do much against it. But this is really a typical endgame for this line, where you experience no particular problems. Okay, here taking b3 now. He might get in d6. Yeah, okay, I probably better take this. Bishop f4. And this is a check, actually. He's got bishop f4, unfortunately, so I have a problem here with keeping the pawns. Maybe this, trying to set some problems. Yeah, I'm trying to run to b3, trying to expose that as a weakness. I hope I'm not risking too much here. Probably not. So always bishop g6, that's very good. I'm getting a3 now. Eh? So isn't this a win? I mean, this is promoting. Yeah, this bishop is covering stuff. So I actually won this endgame. Yeah, as mentioned, it is not really a problem for black, but I should win, of course. Welcome to the next Reykjavik Open. Yeah, I hope I can do that. This is a very interesting tournament. Yeah, I didn't really do much. He killed himself a little bit here. Okay, new game. Has anyone told you that you look like Brett Meltzer of the show Lost History? I don't know the guy. I got a question. Does YouTube give you money for the content? No, not for the content. What YouTube does is, of course, it gets this this ads in. Yeah, when you start a video on YouTube, it starts with those reels, those advertising reels, and for every advertising reel that people click on, I get a very small amount of money, which is, I don't know. I mean, it's not enough to, I don't know, pay the gas for the car or whatever. It's really not a lot, but it's something that you get out of YouTube. It's really, I mean, if you like calculated the hours that I invest and the money that comes from it, it's you might as well go begging on the street. It's probably more effective. So I requested a new game, but I didn't get one yet. Richie D from the UK. So E4. Any opening requests? Yeah, you can look up channels on Social Blade, that's true, but it's a really rough estimate, and very often they give you a range, and this range is normally like the absolute lowest. Most of your income must come from teaching chess, that's true, yes. Best chess book. I don't have a total favorite, but the Life and Games of Michael Tal is great, really. Yeah, I was trying for the Truxler, but he played the Scotch. Yeah, I have time for new students. You can message me on the ICC, you can message me on YouTube. Or on YouTube, if you go to the channel information, there's also contact information via Facebook or via email. These are ways to continue, to contact me, not to continue. Yeah, it's an interesting line here, this bishop b4 check against the Scotch. He took on c6, not a very ambitious move. It is interesting, however, if he plays e5 now, after e5, yes, I was thinking bishop e3, or is this bad? I wonder. If he takes on f6 here, I play bishop to h6, which looks weird. Okay, he doesn't do it. Yeah, knight d5, however, always should be quite okay for me. He can win a pawn, but this is such a bad structure. Oops, he's not taking the pawn. He's not taking the pawn. I can play bishop. No, I cannot. There's e4, so I have to castle. Okay, he gets the pawn anyway, but it's not a big deal. Have I ever tried a Steinish Scotch? No, I don't like it. I don't think you can trick it, YouTube with bots for the AdSense income. There is no rating range for students. The only requirement is that you should be enthusiastic about the game and willing to study, and also willing to study beyond the actual time that we meet in a lesson, because just 1 or 2 hours a week leads to no chess improvement. You have to get in more hours to get to some decent level. Okay, I'm trying to do something against g2. I don't talk about rates here in the chat. It is reasonable. Just contact me. g2. I tried to do something on g2, but it's not. Yeah, this is the greedy way of dealing with it. Let's think about it. Can I I cannot sacrifice on g2. Let's just move the bishop. I really don't think that he should spend this time to grab material, but maybe he can afford it. Queen g5. Queen g5. Queen h4. Yeah, queen h4. He might play queen d4, and I'm not sure where it leads to. So I'm going here, looking at e5, e3, and g2. Okay, so I can take back e5 now if I want. Yeah, queen d4 is probably what he will play. But okay, let's cover this. Also cover c7. Do you know the book Karl Hafner's Liebe zum Unentschieden? No, I don't. Yeah, queen h4 against the Scotch is my favorite move, but I don't think that the Steinitz line is any good. It's really far too risky. So let's see, what is going on here? I'm still a pawn down. My compensation is that I have the better minor piece. Now he lets me take here. Why exactly? Knight e5, rook f6 is definitely okay. And no, I can actually give the check on b1, which wins immediately. Maybe he's even overlooking that. Yeah, he is. This is winning. Yeah? No, it's not. Oh, wait. I'm starting to see ghosts here. He can play rook f1. Okay, then I have to play rook f6 as I originally intended to do. But now queen b1 gets interesting, as rook f1 is no response. So what is he playing then? Okay, so he's playing for rook d1 then. Check here, rook d1. There's really no way to punish this. That's really, really disappointing. Rook d6 maybe. I don't see a great continuation here. I don't see one. Maybe this going for queen d1. It does not really help, not at all. Yeah. Don't want to trade really. e3 hangs, e5 hangs. Yeah, I can win a pawn here, but it's still a draw, unfortunately. He's far too active. But I get the king to e8. Wait. This is not a draw. Not so easy. I mean, probably it is, but it's not an easy draw, at least. Okay, there's still chances to win with the pawn. Rook d6, and I can rook e8. Yeah, trading rooks is helpful. I mean, I have a very bad pawn structure on the queen side, but it still wins king and pawn endgame, I think. It almost always wins with an extra pawn. Going for g6 and f5. Hard to believe it shouldn't win. Why do you play fast in tournaments but slowly in blitz? Yeah, in tournaments I don't commentate. This is a big difference, really. The commentary eats up lots of my time. Yeah, that's a relatively easy win now in the king and pawn endgame. Yeah, that was a purely technical win. Somehow netting a pawn and then converting. The only thing to be aware of is pre-move tricks. With the b-pawn, stuff like that. And now the pawn promotes. Even with two pawns, with one pawn it would win. Okay, we have played 1 hour, and I'm now going to try for one 960 game as a bonus, as we did before or last week. I play one 960. Is Duisburg a nice city? I've only seen the main station and it looks like a dump. You're right. The main station is terrible. It's really terrible. Duisburg has some nice places. It's not the most beautiful city in the world, but I mean, if you live there for half of your life, you have a special attachment to it, and it's. I mean, there's a quite funny saying about this area that I live in, and it basically translates to other places are crap as well. So it's the kind of attitude that that you should have here. But put those funny things aside, there are nice spots in the city. Like some parks and some nice areas. Yeah, I requested a 960 game, but it's not so easy. It's not so easy. There are not so many players looking for that, and it might take a moment. Yeah, you can challenge me, of course. You can challenge me to a 960 game. I might have some variable on that this is not possible, but if you just do 960, it is should happen. Probably there's no one in the pool. Yeah, we have a game again against Ray, like last week from Antarctica. Let's see what I can do here. Chess 960. Okay, trying to get the bishop into play and then occupy the center. Chess 960 is fun. Let's see what we are going to do here. F4, knight f3. This really looks nice for some central control, and he's doing the same thing. Yeah, how do I get my queen into play? Knight moves here are tricky, but maybe b4 for bishop b2. It should be possible. Knight d5 or knight e4, those moves, they don't do much. I get the bishop to b2. Yeah, bishop b2, yeah. Better not blunder the queen. yeah, okay, I'm going to play b5, gaining space. And b6 now is, I think, a positional threat here. This would really box in black's pieces quite a lot if I get in b6. But if he plays b6 himself, there are knight moves possible. Yeah, looking, the bishop on h1 is looking at the queen on a8. Do you have any advice for someone who is slow and loses on the clock? It depends if it's blitz or tournament chess. In tournament chess, I would advise first to try to analyze on which moves you spend the most time. So write down your clock times, the times you use for your moves, and try to find out if you lose time on very obvious moves or if you just... some people spend time on any move, even the moves that are like totally forced. There are various reasons why you spend time or have time problems. Some people are just habitually slow. They tend to look at everything 3 or 4 times, and this costs lots of time. And you should really avoid that if possible. Do I know the chess club in Dienstlaken? That's a funny question, because this is the club that I play for. Yeah, I play for Dienstlaken. It's my hometown club. I started to play chess in this club, and I returned some years ago. Now playing there again. Okay, let's see. He's got active knights, but I have good control here. The queen on a8 is really a bad piece. How do I get near his king though? It really looks like I should have some opportunities to do that. Knight f2. I'm covering this. Maybe this move here to get rid of one of his knights. I live 3... someone is living near Dienstlaken. Yeah, well, hello then. We are not far away then. Yeah. Aha, rook f6. I didn't think about this move. Interesting. And probably not bad. It attacks my queen. Queen b3 for queen g8 maybe. Messy positions, yeah. 960 is something that is tricky at times, because it has so many unconventional positions that you sometimes lose the thread, like I did here in some way. But what about queen g8? Isn't this good? Queen g8, rook f8, queen h7 for queen takes g6. Hard to believe that this isn't isn't this good? Okay, I have to decide on a move. And there's also knight takes g6 as a threat. Okay, so I can take here. So I'm not much material down first. Maybe I had a better move, but okay, this is not threatening anything. So I can give the check. Yeah, my time, I know. And maybe queen here, attacking the rook. And there's knight g6 in some cases. Maybe I could have done that actually before. I don't have time. I only have 4 seconds here. Isn't this now quite nice? I mean, this looks like a nice position, even with 7 seconds. Isn't there a mate somewhere? I don't see the mate. I have to take the rook. One issue is that this is 1 second increment, not 2. When I play increment, I usually have 2 seconds. 1 second is really some difference. Okay, I will get those pawns. Yeah, he put up a good resistance there. It was a really messy game. So good game to Ray. So let's see. Wow. Oh, so many questions. The improvement question: if you were to do it again with limited time, how would you arrange your chess training from intermediate level to improve the most? From intermediate level to improve the most consistently? I would definitely do more tactics compared to what I did when I started with chess. I did lots. This is still somewhat affecting my chess nowadays. My tactical skills are limited, really, and I should have done more of that. You should combine various things, looking at master games, tactics, strategy, and play really a lot. This is very helpful. Yeah, thanks for the compliments. Great game. I don't know, it was a funny game to close this broadcast. Yeah, we are 70 minutes online, and it's really a 60-minute stream. I don't mind to do a couple of more minutes, but ICC really is scheduled for 1 hour. I'm not going to sing. Someone is doing something which sounds like I should sing. I definitely won't do that. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I'll be on next Monday. Thanks for watching.